Look at that fish.
Oh my gosh, that thing is just a sound.
The skies have been shining on and on. Wisconsin woods and waters, we all.
That's a 10-pound walleye.
Pretty close.
About 15 pounds, huh? Whoa, look at him go! Wow! Isn't that something, man? That's got to be a pound and a half.
The waters in the woods, John calls home. Find Gillespie to go out with heaven, what you want to show.
Holy cow, there we go, man. Nice fight. Wow.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Wisconsin's Waters and Woods. Today's show is brought to you by the Pabst Brewing Company. Get real, get Pabst. By your Toyota dealer. I love what you do for me, Toyota. By Baitmate. Baitmate catches fish anytime, anywhere. By your Polaris dealer. Polaris ATVs, snowmobiles, and personal watercraft. By Roundy's, the name you've come to know for quality and trust. By Ameritech Cellular and Paging. Ameritech, your link to better communications. And by Mariner. It ain't bragging if you can back it up.
Welcome to Wisconsin's Waters and Woods. Well, folks, when you live in the state of Wisconsin and you can't pick your days to fish, you are going to come across days like this. I'll tell you, they've got flood watches out today, but we're going to do a show in spite of the weather. We're on the Peshtigo River with our buddy Luther Ward, about 35, 40 miles north of Green Bay. And we always have a good time going down this river, but we're going to be tested today, aren't we, Luther? We're fishing for smallmouth, northern, and walleyes. But will the fish bite in this rain and under these conditions?
Oh yeah, we can possibly get them on these conditions. This could be a good day. A lot of times when it rains, them fish are waiting for that food to come out of them trees.
Well, that's good, Luther, and I know we will get some fish today. And this week's winners of the 1996 Pabst Ribbon Fishing Contest, all of that coming up right after this.
What do you do if the taste is great, but the price isn't? Polish off a Pabst. Get real. Get Pabst. What do you get when you strip away all the glitz, all the athletes, all the bikinis? You get a great beer at a great price. Pabst Genuine Draft, the genuine difference.
Everywhere we turn, we notice people having fun in Toyotas.
If we had a Toyota,
We'd retire to the Cayman Islands.
our children would go to Harvard.
And our stock would...
It'd be worth a fortune.
Come on, don't stop now. Dream it and drive it. Because after you lease the extravagant Avalon for only $279 a month, you'll prove you're the smart ones in the family. This TMCC lease is available through your Toyota dealer. Each negotiates their own terms, making Avalon a reality.
No matter what it was that you wanted to be when you grew up, you've probably discovered that Polaris makes an ATV you can use on the job. But some of the 14 different Polaris ATVs we make are also built for fun. Because whoever said that all of you would grow up? Polaris ATVs.
It's a wolf among sheep.
Welcome back, folks. This is the very first catch of the day, and I've got a beauty smallmouth on here, man. Look at that guy tear. All right. That is the very, very first cast of the day, Luther. Look at that smallmouth. Yeah, that is just gorgeous.
That is a beauty.
Isn't that a beautiful fish? That, folks, honest to God, that's the very first cast of the day. Casted right out in the middle of the old Peshtigo River. And that's a good 3-4 pounder. I'll tell you something, folks, that's amazing. I don't mind fishing under these conditions if we get fish like that on a regular basis. But we practice catch and release as we come down this river too, folks. And I'll tell you, this is something else. You got a shot at a trophy smallmouth, trophy walleye, or a trophy northern. Luther, first cast of the day, what do you think? But tell the folks what we're using, will you?
Well, we're using spinnerbait today. A willow leaf spinnerbait. Like, here's what we're using. And them smallmouth like this bait, northerns, walleyes too. You just got to throw it out there to him and you'll get him. You see the first cast, he got a real nice fish there.
Now, can you use surface baits this time of year?
Oh yeah, well, I'm going to run the buzz bait a little later as soon as the rain slacks a little bit, if it does, and see if we can't pick some up on there.
Well, you were right, man. First cast, and I'll tell you, maybe this weather will help us.
Yeah, I believe it will. A lot of times when it rains, it's very good fishing.
Oh my, look at that smallmouth. Another beautiful fish. Where was that guy sitting? Right tight to shore?
Right tight to the shore he was, yep.
Oh, nice fish, man.
Right tight to the shore he was, yeah, nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'll tell you, Tim's having a hard time today. You know, Tim the photographer getting the camera alert, but he's got underneath a big umbrella, still raining, nice smallmouth. And Luther, when you're going down the river like this, how do you know what shoreline to fish? What do you pick?
Oh, you pick the deepest side, John, because that's where the fish normally hole at, in the deepest side. And just cast as close to the shore as you can without getting hooked up.
Here we go, Luther. Here we go, Luther.
Another one.
Well, yeah, that was right after you just had that one on. Look at that rod, man.
Oh,
man.
Nice
Jesus,
fish,
he's fighting. Look at that. Holy cow. Holy mackerel, folks. I'll tell you something. Oh, wow. Those smallmouth are just unbelievable. Wait till you see this tank. Wait till you see this tank. Look at that, folks. That is a beautiful smallmouth bass. And I'll tell you something, folks, give Tim the photographer a lot of credit today, because it is not easy shooting these fish underneath an umbrella in the middle of all this rain. But that is a beautiful fish. Luther, what is that, 4.5, 5?
Yep, at least. That's a very fine fish.
Oh, is that gorgeous.
That's what you like to catch.
Yeah, that's why I didn't quite switch to that spinner bait, that topwater bait. That spinner bait still works awful good.
Yeah.
That's a little tank. Are these fish done spawning, Luther?
I think they are, right? I think they just about got through spawning. If that fish had to spawn in him, he'd be probably another pound bigger.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Very nice.
I'll tell you, it's worth putting up with this rain when you catch smallmouth like that. And I'll tell you something again, folks, Tim the photographer's having a tough day. Normally he can fish. Today he's got to sit underneath that umbrella. Luther, we're going to get some more. That's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, them have been a real nice fish today too, big ones.
That fish was in the slack water, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know you got this water's running pretty hard from all this rain, but you got those slack spots near shore. I cast it right up into that slack, and that's where that thing hammered it.
Yep, they laying back in that like a eddy, like, you know.
Right.
A little calm eddy.
Well, the rain keeps falling, but the smallmouth keep biting. I got another nice one on here, Luth.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's a small. Oh, yeah. Wow, there we go. Holy cow, this is a big fish, folks. This is a big smallmouth. Whoa, look at that guy go. Holy cow. Holy cow. This, whoa. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. That is a big fish. Holy cow. The power on these fish is just unbelievable. See if he's, wow, this is a platter here. Wow. There, look at that.
Oh, gee.
Holy mackerel.
Nice fish, John.
Holy mackerel. Isn't that something? Luther, what do you think, man?
That's a beauty, man.
Be honest with the folks at home, I was starting to think, well, maybe we should just motor on in and dry off. But when you got fishing like that, it's hard to do.
Yeah, you can't leave that. You got to keep trying anyway.
I'm amazed. It looks like these smallies are spawned out, you know, all done.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sized fish, too.
Yeah, that's got to be 19, 20 inches long, I figure.
Yeah.
And you know, I think the really nice thing about this area up here, folks, is Peshtigo is only about 50 miles north of Green Bay. So really, Luther, you're only talking about a 2.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 3.5 hours from Chicago. And you got other rivers that you can float too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, we can float the Menominee too. We can fish that.
Yeah.
The Peshtigo gives some good fish too, I'll tell you that. But the Menominee also has some very fine fish in it.
Luther Ward guides float trips down the Peshtigo and Menominee River on a daily basis. For more information, give Luther a call. That phone number is 414-527-2111. 527-2111.
Around the world, there are no finer products than Roundy's. Witness the corn, golden, juicy. A dab of butter is all that's needed to achieve perfection. And peas, Roundy's peas, emerald ripe, merely delicious, bite after bite. And Roundy's carries with it something extraordinary for its customers. Savings. Roundy's quality and value. Something more for something less.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a cellular phone?
Why, yes, I do.
Oh, so do I.
A Ameritech has made cellular much more affordable. And if you act now, you'll get a free Motorola portable phone, plus a choice of free local calls every weekend or free activation.
Excuse me, have you a cellular phone?
Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Summer savings are in full swing at Menards. Stop in for the area's best selection of swing and slide products. Choose from slides, swings, and many other fun-filled kits and accessories, all on sale now. Give your home a new look with Olympic Overcoat House Paint, made especially to cover previously painted surfaces. Choose from flat or satin latex, now $11.44 after rebate. Find gallons of savings at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
My neighbors have a Toyota, and their life is the greatest. If only I drove a Toyota. I'd sink a hole-in-one on the PGA Tour. I'd win a cruise to the Greek Isles, and my 1-hour drive to work, it'd be 5 minutes.
So we know you dream it. Now why not drive it? Because once you experience Camry and the value of its $229 a month lease, you'll have a more enjoyable commute along the way. This TMCC lease is available through your Toyota dealer. Each dealer negotiates their own terms, making Camry a reality.
Welcome back, folks. I'll tell you, it's an exciting day for us because we're down here in Racine fishing in the first annual Bob Uecker, what does that say? Bob Uecker's annual Great Lakes Invitational. But this is exciting, and I think what we should tell the folks is what this is about. It's a charity event, right, Bob?
Yeah, it is, Johnny. It's it all benefits the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we've had a lot of great support. We've had a lot of beautiful volunteers who help put this thing together, and you know what it takes to put a tournament together. You've fished a long, long time, and I can't thank those people enough, our sponsors for all the prize money, and the celebrities who came out here and fished.
Folks, our captain for the day is Larry Griffith, and we're leaving the port of Racine right now. And Larry, you gave us an option of what to fish for, so what was our decision today?
Our decision was to start with lake trout, try getting a couple big lake trout, and then we're going to attempt to try getting some rainbow and some coho salmon. Possibly a king salmon if they're available.
Yeah, let's go back up top now and meet our crew for today.
My name is Don Wiedenoff. I'm with American Home Improvement.
Hi, I'm Paul Smith. I'm the outdoors writer for the Journal Times in Racine. Hi, I'm Mike Matheny with the Milwaukee Brewers.
Hi, I'm Kerry Griffith. I'm the first mate on the boat here today. I'll be netting all your fish.
Hello, I'm Tim the photographer.
Fish on, it's Don's turn. All right, what do we got going here, Don? Ooh, lake trout, look at that. Good fighter?
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, I'll tell you, that's fast action there, Larry. You got us on fish right away. And he said lake trout, and it's a lake trout. Beautiful fish, nice fish. All right, Don, way to go, man. What do you think?
Not bad, not bad.
Now you're gonna have to hold this up for the camera, right?
Works for me.
Okay, that's a beauty.
About 8.
And he said, how big did they say they get them out of here?
Up to 30.
Around 20 or 30 they've been averaging.
Can you imagine a 30-pound lake trout? And that's about, what, 8 pounds?
8 pounds.
8-pounder. Beautiful. You know, that'll taste good smoked, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Very good smoked.
There we go. All right, Don, way to go. You started us off.
I like it.
Don, Paul Smith from the Racine Journal-Times got one on here. Good one?
Feels real good.
Cool.
Yeah, it feels good. In fact, Kerry thinks it's a 20-pounder.
A 20-pounder? You're going to beat Matheny, huh?
We'll see. If I have anything to do about it, I'll beat Matheny.
Hey, Tim the photographer, you can turn the camera off. This is going to be a few minutes. Come on down and film the rest. Where is he, Paul? You see him yet?
Yeah, he's right off the back of the boat here, John.
Any size at all? Is it the 20 we're looking for?
Looks pretty good. I don't know if it's 20. Looks like a sow to me, though.
Oh, look at that thing. That's another big lake trout. Look at that fish. Man, are those things fat. Holy man, well, I think Matheny still got you, though.
He's got me?
I don't know. It's going to be close.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful fish, though, Paul. Hey, you know, you're the outdoor writer, and you fish a lot off of Racine. There's some real good fishing down here, isn't there?
Racine is, and you can look at the statistics from the DNR and the charter captain's reports. Racine is year in, year out the best port on Lake Michigan for catch rates.
And lake trout are huge.
Lake trout are huge here. It's a real dependable bite on lake trout. Coho fishing in spring is excellent. We got some steelhead fishing here in Kings later in the year. So it's a super place on Lake Michigan.
And we should say too, folks, that they redid the port down here. The area in Racine is just gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, we're fishing out of Reef Point Marina for this tournament, and it's a a beautiful facility.
Well, want to hold your fish up here?
Sure, you
betcha. I just wanted to make a point. You just barely hooked. You did a good job there keeping the hook in.
Oh, yeah, just barely hooked. Look at that. Well, what do you think?
Nice fish. I think we're talking about 14.
Yeah, so Matheny's still the winner on this boat.
I think he's got me.
But Tim the photographer still gets to catch one. He might get the biggest, right? Paul, Mike Matheny's got one on here now, buddy. He's got his second one on. He's going to be too tired to play ball tonight. You got to get a picture of him, though.
Yeah, I get a picture of him, but you know, the good thing is he's got a little vacation coming up here.
That's true. He's suspended from baseball for 3 days for that Albert Bell pitcher incident. What do you think here?
I'm trying to forget about that Albert Bell stuff, but these things are wearing me out. This is more workout than playing is. So
is this a big one, you guys? Yeah, this is a big one. You know, the guys, the charter boat guy, Larry, was telling me, he says, we would even keep the ones we caught before.
This is amazing. That was the biggest fish I ever caught, was the last one.
Well, you just relax now, man. We're going to turn the camera off. We'll come back when you get this thing up, okay?
Sounds good.
Well, folks, 5 minutes later, we turn the camera off. Matheny's still working on this fish.
There he is.
Have you seen him yet, Michael? There he is.
There he is. I just wanted to make it exciting, John.
There's no small ones out here either, is there?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there aren't.
Look at this thing. Another tank. I love this, man. Oh, we got a fish here on this rod, don't we?
Down. Take it.
I better grab this guy here. There we go. Double header here. Whoa, I hope I don't get the 30-pounder. No, I'm just kidding. What do you think, Mike?
I think we almost got it.
Ah, mine doesn't feel as big as yours. Oh, that thing is huge. That's a monster. Yeah, this one's coming too easy. Wow. That's good. I picked the easy one.
There you go. I got another one on here.
Got another one on there. Wow.
Hold it off to the side.
Holy cow. That's a triple header, folks. Hey, here's mine. I might get the smallest of the day.
Yours will be the tastiest.
Mine will be, whoa, he's not that small. When you start thinking about 20, 15, 20-pound fish, there we go. Beauty. All right. And then we got Paul working one over there. Look at that. That's bigger than I thought it was. That's not bad, right?
Oh, beautiful fish.
Cool. Larry, I'm amazed now. That's
one hook is in it, and it's just barely hooked. That's why you got to be very, very delicate with these fish when you're fighting.
Keep a tight line all the time.
A tight line. Yeah. Once you loosen it, it's very, very simple for them to give a little shake in their history.
Well, I'm proud of you, buddy. This is the most amazing fishing I've ever seen out here. You know that?
You did good.
That's a beautiful fish. Paul's still working on his over there. Oh, you can hold him up for me. That's all right. He can hold them up for you. One on the left side. Don's got one. Here comes Paul's. Here comes Paul's. We get double, triple headers all the time here, folks. Oh, we missed the left one, but we'll get another hit, I'm sure of that.
I'm going to back up here, John.
Back up, back up, back up.
There's a leather laker.
Now, you fish off Racine all the time. Have you ever seen it this good?
Well, yes, I have.
Have you?
To be honest with you, I have. This is really good action. We've already limited out several of us here in the first hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, that's phenomenal.
And that's fast, but that happens. You know, I'm not going to tell you it happens every day, but the fishing out here is the best in Lake Michigan.
30-pound lake trout are available.
30-pounders are out here. There's even some 40-pounders, they say.
Oh, look at that guy, man.
Other guy just barely.
Yeah, look at that again. That hook. You got to keep a tight line, don't you?
Absolutely.
Treble hook's important now.
Hey, congratulations, man. That's two big ones for you.
Yeah, I got my limit. John, I think you got to catch one now.
I'm watching.
Okay.
What do you do if the taste is great, but the price isn't? Polish off a Pabst. Get real. Get Pabst. If you want the great taste without the high price, you gotta do this. Pabst Ice. The taste is cold, the price isn't.
MW Marine presents this Lund Pro V Deluxe SE powered by a 115 horsepower Mariner. Equipped with tournament quality features like dual live wells, bait well, full instrumentation, front and rear casting decks, oil injection and power trim. A Shorelander Deluxe roller trailer, a Motor Guide laser trolling motor, and Lowrance electronics complete this package for only $17,339, including freight and dealer prep. Huge selection, high volume, low pricing. MW Marine, your London Mariner superstore.
My car's okay, but I dream about one day driving a Toyota. Why, I'd win the Tour de France. My face would be on the cover of Cosmo. I'd even make my singing debut at the Met.
Hey, don't just dream it. Go out there and drive it. And since you can lease a Corolla for as little as $169 a month, you'll have enough money to buy that plane ticket to Paris, too. This TMCC lease is available through your Toyota dealer. Each negotiates their own terms, making Corolla a reality.
Off the record, you don't repel mosquitoes with greasy bath oils. Use Repel insect repellent. Repel Sportsman and Family formulas are non-greasy and repel both ticks and mosquitoes. With Repel insect repellent, you can't get 10,000 biting mosquitoes in a tent. They won't come in. Repel, the only name in repellents.
Hey, we got a doubleheader going here. Don's got one on, and Tim the photographer's got one on. What do you think there, Tim?
John, I haven't brought this thing in the foot yet.
Really?
And he's taking me out probably 20 feet.
Well, these guys are telling me that might be the 20-pounder. That'd be a shame if Tim the photographer got the 20-pounder.
What do you mean?
Don's got a big one on there, too. I'll tell you, this is something else, this lake trout fishing off a Racine. Tim, you're not making any headway on this fish.
Not at all. This thing's a big...
I mean, you're quite the muskie angler. What does this lake trout feel like?
A huge muskie.
Wow, and Don over there has got one on, too. Two at a time, 2 Lakers at a time.
This pole is going to bruise my leg here.
That's a tough fight there, Tim, isn't it? Seriously.
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't want Tim to win the biggest fish, though, on the boat.
You had your option. You could have had this one.
Got the small ones coming in. That's the Don's over there. All right, Don, way to go. Don beat you there, Tim, as far as getting it in.
Yeah, I think there's going to be an... Oh, I can see him way out there. He's
big or small? Big or small? Big or small?
He's got to be big. How am I doing?
Well, what do you think, Tim? There he is. I see
that thing. It's a shark.
Oh, my God. That thing is just a monster. That thing's... Hey, Tim Bush could have the biggest one. Tim the photographer. Holy cow, look at this, folks. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my, look
Don't
at
bring that thing on board, man.
Holy cow, you need some help lifting that thing in? Jeez, whoa. Oh my gosh.
Hey, good job.
Oh man.
Whoa, how much does that weigh, do you figure?
Oh, about 6 pounds. Okay, and that fish to Tim. You got to hold him up there, Tim. Man, that thing is just... Hold him way up, Tim.
Man, I can't.
Oh, that is something else. That's the biggest of the day, right? What does everybody estimate on that? 18, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
There you go, Tim.
Questionably the biggest fish I ever caught.
Well, you got to fry him up tonight. We got...
You got him? Fry him up tonight.
We're looking at 23.
23 pounds.
Look at the belly on this thing, John.
Man, that is just unbelievable. Quite a fight, too, huh, Tim?
Wow. Unbelievable. The thing was just the whole time.
Let's see what we got here now. I'll tell you, like Larry said, we put those lines up. This is a different fish for you, buddy.
All right. Getting a variation here.
Oh, this is the eating kind, too, Mike.
That's kind of like.
This is the kind you put on your grill, buddy. What is it, you guys? Coho? Rainbow? What? Nice coho. All right, Mike.
All right.
Now that's the kind, though, buddy, you fillet and you put right on your grill.
I will smoke the other and fillet this one.
That's a good eater.
All right.
Well, did you have a good time your first day on Lake Michigan?
Had a great time. This is a lot more than what I expected. Had a good time. These guys know what they're doing around
They sure do.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Well, Mike, you want to go over and see what we've caught here today?
Let's see what we're taking home today.
Take a gander at that, man. That'll feed the whole Brewer team, won't it?
I thought we were kind of leaning to this side a little bit. It's pretty full. The guys are going to like that.
Yeah, that'll feed the whole Brewer Ball Club. Don gets a couple, though, too. And Paul. And Tim, the photographer.
Man, and I saw that box of fish you guys brought in. Geez, you guys had a great day. I'll tell you what, somebody tomorrow on Saturday would take that thing in a minute, man. I mean, you guys had a great box of fish. You had a little bit of everything, but I hope you had a good time here. And we're, as I said before, this is going to be an annual affair, and for as long as I'm around, I want to be a part of it.
There will be a second annual Bob Uecker Great Lakes Invitational Tournament next year benefiting Make-A-Wish Foundation. For more information on entering that tournament, you don't have to have a boat, by the way. Call Skipper Buds. That phone number is 414-482-0900. It's time now to announce this week's winners of the 1996 Pabst Blue Ribbon Fishing Contest. Brian Blanke of Menominee Falls is this week's first winner. Brian caught this 12-pound brown trout in Lake Michigan using a golden shiner. Jim Dembeck of Heartland moved into the winner's circle with this 22-inch smallmouth caught on Pewaukee Lake using a reef hog. Terry Grieger of Sheboygan landed this 21-inch smallmouth on the Oconto River. Terry released that beauty. Emil Bombach III of Oak Park, Illinois, boated this 11.5-pound walleye on Lake Geneva using a hair jig. And Jim Miller of Downers Grove, Illinois, rounds out this week's winners with this 7 3/4-pound bass taken on LaSalle Lake. All of the winners will receive a custom designed show t-shirt and a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon, and they'll be eligible for $5,000 in prize money. Remember, any fish caught in the states of Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, or Indiana is eligible. Just look for this poster and pick up an entry blank, or send your photo to Wisconsin's Waters and Woods, 4230 North Oakland, Suite 195, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53211. Remember, Pabst promotes catch and release and keeping our waters safe and clean. So you're out in the boat, enjoy the great taste of Pabst NA. Or when you're having that shore lunch, reach for a Pabst Blue Ribbon. As they say, get real, get Pabst.